Hey, this is John. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Mechanical Mastery. In the last episode, we automated the production of ender pearls to get enderium, and we made some tweaks to our system and got to use our emergency backup power cube. So, the problem was not actually power production, but power transfer from our cube over here. So, with the power cables, I had to have a buffer in here to go to this guy. But the laser ionodes seem to be able to get stuff from the universal cable just fine. So we got rid of the power buffer there. He is pulling right from the cable. And he can do 3.2 kiloflux energy per tick. And these guys are all together making 3.2. So we're fine right now. I think it's like almost exactly perfect with what they can transfer. So you can see none of them are backing up, and this guy is filling back up. And I turn my other backup battery back into the chest in case we ever need him again. So to transfer the power faster, I had to get an overclocker for this guy. You need to get 4,000 RF per tick transferring to make sure he would extract from here fast enough to fill up the battery and then get everything else. So I'd already made one to extract from here for the machines. I just didn't need one for the power input yet because we weren't inputting more than 1,000 RF per tick or regularly using more than 1,000 RF per tick. Now we are. So yeah, that's what happened with the power. Because I upgraded all of the machines, we need to upgrade our lava production, so I did that as well. He is pretty much keeping up like he was, but he didn't have enough netherrack in here to keep running. He had an EMC link under him, so I replaced that with the interface exporting netherrack into him. And now he keeps up just fine. We've got plenty of lava going in there. And I went ahead and put an overclocker in the fluid card so he can transfer more lava at a time. So he can transfer 2 buckets every second now. And we're backed up, so that's fine. He probably didn't even need the overclocker, but when he was empty, he did need it a little bit to get sped up. So I think it's fine, but could probably take the overclocker out and it would be fine. So, what do I want to do this episode? Well, I think it might be a good time to get lava into the system. We need lava buckets to make crushers. I might need to make more crushers or make things that require lava buckets. And to do that, we're going to need some way to fill lava buckets, which means we need lava in the system. Why don't we make some fluid storage dealies? I want a fluid storage block. I want one of these guys. Which one is which? Not you. That's extra storage. Here, okay. We've got these guys. We've got these guys. I think I'll probably go with these guys for lava. Yeah, that's not too bad, really. We've got most what we can do. Just need to make this guy, which requires this guy. Or these guys. Okay. So, yeah, let's make one of those. Teach you how to make the block. Teach you how to make the part. And then the other part. And I think that out of space. Okay, hang on. I'll make one more iron crafter, and after that, we are getting into reborn storage. All right, there we go. Put him down there. And now we can make a fluid storage block. This will let us keep 256 buckets of lava in the system. I want to get a bucket as well. Let me craft one for this. I need a bucket to filter this block. I don't want any other fluids going in there. Now, I know we only have lava right now, but we will probably have others later on. So, okay, do I have my fluid guy? Yeah, got him over here. So, right now, this is fine. But, now the question is, with this guy off, does this guy import at all? And I'm not sure of the answer to that. With him being off, it might not. He might have to be placed... well, I'll check that out. I might have to place a cable there temporarily until we get another one of these to connect that way. But this might prevent this from going over there. Do I need to say the 21 RF per tick he uses passively? Probably not, but I don't know. I hate wasting power. So it is good usually to turn this guy off before you do anything to make sure that you filter him. Because if you break these blocks, they lose all their configuration. So I hate that, but it is what it is. So I make sure to keep a bucket to filter them and a way to turn the system off and on to get things in there. All right, we're going to need to make some fluid interfaces as well. So let's make, how many do I need? I think I just need, I might just need one for now. So let's try making one. And yeah, I want to craft one of you. And this guy can be both an import and an extract. So what I want to do is replace this guy right here with the fluid interface. So we've got our buffer of power, so it won't matter when these guys run out. I'm going to first get my wrench, because breaking them is much easier with this guy. We will take that. I will take my fluid interface. You can see he is getting the input right now, but he's not connected to the system. I need to make sure that we do that. So let's run some cable. I want refined storage cable. There we go. We will simply turn on hover mode. All right, let's go over a little bit from here. That guy might be in the way, but it's fine if he is. We'll just go around. Okay, there we go. He is now connected. And you can see we are now importing lava into the system. But we're not getting any more lava for these guys. Now, they've got a lava, they've got plenty of lava right now, so they're all backfilled. But some of them probably are going down in lava, and they're all going to go down in lava. We definitely need to get more. But we can do that with this guy as well. We can just say, yeah, please keep, you know, I don't know, 4 buckets of lava at all time. This guy will extract, fill these guys up, and yeah, they're all full again. So he can be an import and an extract. We might need a faster import. I'm not sure about that, but we now do have lava going into and being pulled out of our system. So again, this is both better and worse. It makes our system a little bit fragile because what are we going to do if we run out of lava? And the answer is, I don't know. So, you know, we'll probably just make sure that we keep this guy in here. I'm not going to dump this into the system. I'm just going to have him be another backup in case of emergency. If I need fuel, there we go. We have some extra fuel now. All right. So now we can get lava into the system. And let's get a fluid interface. Okay, so I now know that this guy being off does not hinder this guy from being on. So that's good to know. I don't have to make a cable or anything. He is a whitelist. Yeah. Okay, so he's doing just fine. Let's make a fluid encapsulator, and we'll teach it how to make buckets of lava with this guy. I want to make all these components, and then we'll make a fluid encapsulator. All right, so let's go put him somewhere. Let's go ahead and take a nap. The anthems are bad. I've got flight. I could probably get away from them, but let's not tempt fate. So I'll put him right over here, and we'll need an interface to craft with him. So let's do that. Let's get an interface. We'll get one of these guys. I think that's what I'm in a crafter. I mean a crafter. Okay, so put the crafter up. Put the interface there. Don't try to break stone with your stake. That won't help. Where's my wrench guy? Am I not seeing it? How'd you get in there? Okay, there we go. So he now can encapsulate. We're going to input from the bottom and output to the top. Let's get an integral component, because we may as well make him, you know, whatever speed he can be. He's already got an energy guy in here. He's going to need an extract card. So let's go ahead and take the card holder. We'll get an extract. You're going to be an extract of the max amount on channel 6. Okay, so now all I have to do is get a pattern of 1 bucket plus some lava, get you a lava bucket. So let's get a recipe for this. Okay, so there we go. Bucket plus lava equals this guy. It is fluids. Do I need to say that? I'm honestly not sure. We're about to find out. So here's my fluid encapsulator. Can you get a lava bucket? It says you can. So do you? Yeah, you sure do. And he just fills buckets. So that's what he'll do. He will fill things that I want filled. And we'll be doing that to do the effigies. We will burn stuff with the magma crucible, and then we will fill those things. So that's probably going to be our next automation project, is setting all of that up to do the tier 3 essence automation. I'm not quite ready to do that yet. I do want to get into reborn storage, so we're going to need to build one of those big multi-block structures to replace all these crafters. So I'm thinking I want, how big do I want it to be? I'd like it to be symmetric. And this might take a ton of iron. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me get some blocks. I want some of you, and maybe some cobblestone. So there are, what are they called? There are heat exchangers, and those go on the bottom. And then, so, okay, if we had a 3, that would not be good enough. I think we're going to have it to be 4 tall and 5 wide. This is looking right to me. So let's get one more kind of block. Let's get gravel. We probably have enough of that. So, you're not what I wanted. Let's see, that is 9 things we would have right now. That'd be 9 cards in there. That could be 5 storage and 4 CPU. That would be quite a lot. So I think that's a good start. All we have to do is make sure that we have enough material to make this. So, man, where do the heat exchangers need to go? I think they don't go, they go on the bottom there, but they don't go on the bottom around. That would be the, whatever that other guy called, the frames. So there's frames and exchangers. So that's what I'm trying to lay out in my pattern. Then we would need more heat guys right here. And we would need I think we need heat on the top as well. And then we would need more frames. That's looking kind of right to me, except for these edges. So they must need to be frames. This is looking like what I need. I'm using these blocks to keep track of how many components I will need. But I think this is what I want. And then we can extend it by adding more things to the height. So we'll start off with 4 pattern holders, and we'll have 3 of the other guys. Okay, so yeah. This all makes sense, I think. So let's look into some crafting patterns to build the reborn storage guy. So these are supposed to be my frames, and these are supposed to be my heat exchangers. So I'm going to need, looks like 20 heat exchangers, and what is that, 36 frames? Yeah. So let's teach you how to make that. Let's go into the reborn storage mod. Yeah, there we go. Crafting frames, heat conductors, crafting CPUs, and crafting storage. Those are the parts that I want. So let's start by getting some more patterns in this guy. There we go. Get a few more of those. So I want to teach it how to make all of these things. It looks like it can make pretty much all of these things. I might need to start keeping more than a stack of silicon in here at one time. In fact, that's probably a good idea. Are we not keeping silicon at all in here? We're not. Okay. It definitely is not something we want to craft on demand, because it is a furnace recipe that takes a while to get. Let's say we want 4 stacks of silicon at all times. I bet this is why some of our machines were a little bit slow when it needed silicon for things. All right, I must have messed that up at some point. Let's chuck all of these in here, and let's tell it that I want 20 heat conductors, because that's the number that I think we need. And I don't know if you saw that, but it said it would need like 500 of this quartz enriched iron. So we're going to need, tons of quartz, tons of iron. This project uses a lot of iron. Fortunately, I've been making a huge backlog of iron for just this purpose. So hopefully it will be enough. All right, now I believe I said I needed 36 crafting frames. And don't forget to build the heat exchangers first, because otherwise, if you build these first, then it will use those frames to build the conductors. So I want to build the crafting CPUs, which need frames, before the crafting frames. So this is the last thing we'll build. We need 36. We're not going to build them just yet. I want 4 of these and 5 of these. So let's go into Reborn, and I want 5 of you, and then I want 4 of you, and then I can finally say I want 36 of these guys. Now, this may take a while to build. It has to do a ton of silicon production and other things, and it's trying to cook things up. There's only one furnace, so this is going to take just a bit. If this were a factory, it could do more than one thing at a time. So it may be a good idea to turn him into a smelting factory. But for now, I'm going to try this. 16, and you're killing the power? Okay. We're using now so much power that we can't extract fast enough to keep up with this. Let's see here. Let me see if one overclocker would solve this problem, because it may be a problem of getting power into here. So we're going to turn it up to 16,000 RF per tick. Why do you look like that? Oh, okay, that's fine. So can you now go up to 16. Well, I mean, you're not inserting things fast enough, so it's a little bit hard to tell. But it may work if we had that. I think we can improve his speed with speed upgrades. So let's get 4 of those. And then we can tell it, just be as fast as you want to be. You know, insert whatever you have to all the time. There we go. So yeah, he's now inserting nether quartz much faster than he was. Okay, so that takes care of part of it. Okay, so let's try it again. Can you go to 16 now? No, you can't. Okay, so with all of these augments, he is simply taking in power too quickly to do this. But you can see it does help out. He extracts things pretty good. He will run out of power eventually, but did a pretty good job of getting it. I just don't think he can input enough power, which would be another thing that would be good about the factory. So let's go ahead and see where we are with all of our crafting. Hey, we're done. Let's see if we can make all of these things then. Why did it make 46? Probably because it already has some left over, and we didn't think about that correctly. Now, we could actually do something kind of clever and just use the changing gadget. But I'm not going to do that, so we're just going to rebuild it. So let's try that again with these and all of these. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So heat exchangers on the bottom. Okay, then I want crafting frames all around there. Okay, here are our patterns, our CPUs, and our storage. Now we need these here, 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 and did I calculate wrong? It sure looks like I have, because we need like 10 more of these. Okay, let's go ahead and get 10 more of those real quick, hopefully. A lot of the slowness is just from crafting things with these. So this is going to be a lot better really soon. At least I hope that's the case. Alright, so let's try that again. I never actually built one like this where I miscalculated how many of those we would need after I built the structure. I often do the math wrong, but usually I can do the math if I build it. There we go, multi-block crafter. If you can right-click, we get there. All right, perfect. All I got to do now is plug the cable up into this. And we now have access to our multi-block crafter. And we have tons of storage. So what I want to do now is go to our multi-block crafters and just dump all of that stuff in there. Let's see here. Let's put that in there. Put that in there. Put that in there. And all I want to do is pretty much break these patterns so they have enough for that much inventory space. So I'm just going to go right down here, and we'll put all the patterns in here now. And it'll be much easier to do that. Okay. And because they've got 4 crafting CPUs, it's going to be a lot faster. We'll also be able to speed that up by adding another layer. So at some point, we'll do that as well. And this guy can extend pretty well. Gold crafters would have been faster as well, but I decided to go this route. We might end up using gold crafters for something else, but for now, I think this guy is going to be fine for what we need. So we need to have one more crafter, I think. Okay, there we go. There are all of our patterns in the multi-block crafter. Page 2. Wait, page... Oh. Page... Oh, you're on page 3. Okay. Not sure how that happened, but whatever. All right. All I got to do now is break all of these crafters, put my 4 back, and yeah, should be all good. So let me get a bit more floor. And now we have Reborn Storage Crafting. So if I had to make more of this, we would have plenty of places to do that now. I'll chuck these in there, and we might use them for gold crafters later on. Okay, I think that's wrapping up point for today's episode. Hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Come back and see us next time. We will do more automation tasks. Thanks for watching. See you then.